Are you absolutely sure about this, Toyvin?
Absolutely certain, Oxen. If there was any other way, I'd consider it.
Let's do it then.
The stones are stable. Follow my lead.
So, what do you know about the Aquanids?
I'll tell you later. This is where we take a leap of faith.
What do you mean?
Hop on and find out.
Now what?
We are Tovin and Oxton of the Eleni. Our friend Benville went out to explore somewhere far away. We fear he has not survived the journey, but we hope to find him and see what happened. Will you assist us?
I don't think anyone heard you. Nothing is happening.
Patience! Give it a moment!
We're going to crash!
Don't jinx it!
Why didn't you tell me this would happen?
And miss that look on your face?
It's amazing. I've never seen views like this.
This is nothing. They get even better, especially higher up. This isn't the first time I've ridden on an Aquanid.
Really? So what do you know about them? Or is this another surprise for later?
I know a lot. They begin as small eggs. They lay them in twos on the bottom of big leaves. Usually they're born at different times and live their lives on their own. But if they're born at the same time, they're inseparable until death. They often fly great distances, and us Eleni often take a ride. Sometimes they disagree, though, and they shake us off as if saying no. If one Aquanid finds another injured or dead, it will take off part of the other's leaf and send it along the wind. I still don't know why.
Wow, you really studied them, huh?
Just stuff I've learned in my time alive and exploring the world. Look, we're almost there. The Salute region. I remember Benville tell me about it. Please fly lower amongst the trees.
Toyvin, are you sure about this?
Oxen, hold on close and close your eyes.
I hope this isn't another joke.
I'm deadly serious. And so is that stuff. That was fun. Are you okay, buddy?
I didn't scream, and I don't feel well.
It must have been the fluff. Nice color, by the way.
What is that?
It's from a dying tree around here. When they die, they release this stuff, and then it grows again in other places. Or so I've heard. You're starting to look better.
Then why is everything blurry?
The fluff will do that. Hey, Aquanid, can you head over to those trees? I have a weird feeling.
It's getting less blurry, but I can't see anything.
I can.
It's Benville!
I was afraid this might happen.
He's fallen asleep and hasn't camouflaged. His age has finally caught up with him.
I think I can see something else. That's a crawl hugger, and our friend is its prey. Get that creature quickly. Keep back, Oxton. That guy is too big for us.
But not for the Aquanid? Benville, it's me, Oxton. Get up already.
Oh?
Are you okay?
Oh, hey, Toyvin. I'm fine. I'm fine. What are you two doing here? Never mind. You can help me. Now, who put that tree there?
You fell asleep and were almost attacked by a crawl hugger until our friend, the Aquanid, saved you. We're sorry, but for your safety, we're taking you home.
It's such a shame. I'd hoped the symptoms would begin after I returned.
Benville, you forgot to camouflage yourself before going to sleep. You were an easy prey. Do you even remember how you got here, old man?
Now that you mention it, I think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think I do.
Well, that says it all. It's a good thing we found you when we did.
Me too, it seems. Well, this is exciting. I remember this place. I've never been so well hydrated in my life.
Or cleaner by the smell of you. It's not good to see you start your deterioration, my friend.
Happens to all of us eventually. All Eleni get memory loss once they grow too old. But if I could retain any of my memories, I'd want them to be of you two. And you looking out for me. Oh, I just remembered something!
What is it?
We have to get out of here quickly!
What's wrong?
We're in Buzzak territory! The longer we stay here, the greater danger we're in! They're flying creatures and they're no fun if they get too close. They attacked me several times before I was able to escape. We have to head towards... Too late. Get a grip. We can't escape now.
We've gotten quite used to this. Hold on.
I am not enjoying this.
I think I'm enjoying it.
I'm not sure I'll even remember this.
Wait, Toyvin?
Yeah, I see it. Just hope for the best.
It's been injured.
I don't think we're in for a smooth landing.
Did you see that?
How could I with my eyes closed?
The other Aquanid took out the Buzzak. That was memorable.
We've got a much bigger problem.
Well, I've had worse crashes. How is everyone?
Bruised and battered. Is this what I get for taking a leap of faith?
Still got all my limbs. On account that I can feel them.
I wish I could say that for our friend.
Oh no! Is it going to be okay?
I don't think so. Oh, these two must be twins. The other one must have followed us the entire time because they don't want to be separated. Looks like it was too late. They're gone.
Where's this Aquanid taking us?
Wherever they think it's best to say farewell. This is where we say goodbye to our fallen friend.
Goodbye, Aquanid.
Home sweet home. I'm glad to see it after all of this.
Me too, but I'm feeling somewhat hollow. I keep thinking about the fallen Aquanid.
Then let's do something to honor their life. We Eleni usually run from conflict. Going forward, let's live more diligently and be less afraid of getting hurt.
If my memory loss has started, I'm not sure it's such a good idea for me to get involved.
Then it's you and me, Ogston. I promise to stick up for you. Will you do the same for me?
Well, Yes, Tovin, I will. For as long as my life allows me to do so.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy time zone, everybody. Welcome back to Hung on Animation. It has been a hot minute, and there are a lot of reasons for it. I am your host, Mike Jimmy DeBrand, creator of Life On Cora. Let me see, there we go. And I started animating this pilot 3 years ago already. Time flies, and I didn't get nearly as much done as I would have hoped. But nonetheless, here we are, and it's good to be back. So for the people that have known me for a long while, this backdrop is new. A lot of things happened. So Life of Cora is a series of comics that build a world one story at a time. I have several creators, writers that I asked to think about a world that I created and what lives on it, and make an adventure about those creatures. And so they did several times already, 7 in fact. And in every book, we follow a new kind of creature with their own little adventure. And this pilot follows the 5th issue that we released, Tiny Travels, which has Oxton and Toyvan going on a huge adventure for tiny creatures to find their buddy Benful. So I wanted to get into animation a couple of years ago. This is my way to get into it, to learn animation, to hopefully teach the viewer a little bit about it as well. I work in Clip Studio Paint. And yeah, so I'm just going to go into it. What we're going to be working on today is this little thing. And let me replay that. So we're going to be working on the background. Hopefully we're going to be able to get a little bit of work done on the movement as well. And let me share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. And I'll be talking about my life for the last half year, which has been weird. It's been all over the place. And it's really nice to be back. Let's start with that. So November last year, and I'm going to there, and continue working on the background. Last year, my life got flipped upside down when on my way to work, I was on my bicycle and a scooter did not see me as I turned left, and it drove straight into my hip, and it broke it in several places. And that meant that I suddenly was, not going to be able to walk for a while. And that sucked. It sucked a lot. It flipped my life around completely and put a lot of stress on my family, of course. And it made me, made my family and I move in with my mother-in-law for a couple of months so I could heal, and I could move in a wheelchair without having to go up and down an apartment on the 4th floor without any elevator. So I couldn't I couldn't get into my own apartment. That's what it comes down to, which means that I was away from my computer. I was unable to do anything, and so that was a lot of life-changing things in half a year. And so my wife and I decided to move to a place that is better suited to someone who can't get up and down staircases. And we got a new place, so we moved in the meantime as well. I received a prosthetic hip because it was completely in shambles in there. So as a 32-year-old with a prosthetic hip, I can tell you it's not fun. But I'm really glad that it is a thing that is available. And from there, I tried picking my life back up, and this is one of the things. So starting this week on Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be hosting Hung on Animation again here on the Indie Comics Network. And we're going to be making a pilot one frame at a time. So, for those who know me a little better, they know that I am a comic creator. I can show you a couple of things that, I can show you Life On Cora mainly, which this is based on. And there we go. And hold on, why isn't it showing the right things? So I'm not going to show it actually because I need to set different. Again, it's been half a year. I'm a little rusty. But yeah, it's a series of short stories following all kinds of creatures. I can open it here. Why don't I just open it here? And here we go. So this is my artwork, all traditional inks with a dip pen, and then it's digitally colored by my wonderful colorist Aristine. But the pilot I am doing completely on my own, which is why I showed the entire thing so far. Here at the start of the video, and it's gonna be about 9.5 minutes long once it's done, which is a full-on pilot. And I'm looking forward to getting it done. I'm really feeling good being able to draw again, because I've been out of it for so much and for so long. So I'm making these spiky trees, which are very prevalent in the comic. Well, in this specific comic, like we go all over the place with the series, and I'm gonna be honest. At a little while, like the year before my accident, so the entirety of 2024, I had been kind of done with the series because, at some point you want to do something else, and that's fine. That's just how it is. You don't want to do the exact same thing over and over and over again. So I was kind of done looking at the series and just wanted to do something else. So I took the time that I was injured and couldn't do anything at all to restart an older series called Sage at Sunset, which is about a sage owl named Sibir who is going to be fighting a dragon. And that is one of the few stories I actually wrote myself in my adult life. And so you're probably going to see some of that in the future as well. And that's going to be a graphic novel set in multiple parts of 48 pages. And yeah, then every Monday I'm going to be working on this. You're going to be able to see happy little trees and moving little creatures, and just have fun with the creation. And right now I'm working on this background, which this little creature, this little insect with our best boys Oxton and Toivan are going to be flying through. But the background, like I came into comics as a background concept artist, so this is fun for me. This is the thing that makes me happy. Just working on backgrounds, on making a world feel alive, and it's fun. It's easy going. And I like showing people that with only a few elements, you can make a world feel very much alive. And Life on Cora is definitely a testament to that. It's like every book just shows the world being a little bit more alive, able to hold its own. There's more and more creatures being around because the writers think about what lives on it, and so we have seven books already. Right now, I have the website turned off because it was getting too expensive, and I'm looking for a better alternative. So until then, if you really want to read them or if you're interested, you can hit me up over on Facebook or Twitter, X, Blue Sky, anywhere really. I should add those links down below. But for now, we're going to be making plants and trees and get things done. I gotta turn on some music for myself. Let's see. There we go. Let's do something else. Yeah. You shouldn't be able to hear it. If you do, oops. Let's see. Style. There we go. Turn off my name. You don't need that. So, I am Mike Jimmy de Bruin, creator of Life On Cora and CEO of Fairies and Ants. And you're watching Hung on Animation. There we are. Now, this is a very family-friendly neighborhood. And so if you hear people outside or something, I'm not apologizing. That means that it's lively here. Not sure if we're going to get that much trouble because we're in the attic. And this hat that we were finally living in a house instead of an apartment. So we found a new place. We moved in February. I got my prosthetic hip in February, and it's slowly being picked up again. So we're finally I'm finally starting to see where my art needs to go, where I have to go as a creator, and where I want to go as a creator. Hey, Glenn. Yeah, no, that's the thing. So, Glenn, in November, I was hit by a motor scooter while on my way to work, while I was on a bike, and it broke my hip, and it threw my life in shambles. That's how it is. Do you want to hang out? I can send you a link. Honestly, and just catch up because I'm pretty sure you got a lot of questions as well. Let me drop you a link. Let's see. Yeah, I'm okay now. That's the gist of it. I'm okay. Ah, that's a shame, but yeah, I'm okay now. So, long story short, my life was thrown upside down again. The family is okay. We're getting through it, but I had to move in with my mother-in-law, so we could move my wheelchair through the house, and I didn't have to go upstairs for example, to get to the bathroom. And as you may remember, I lived in an apartment on the fourth floor that didn't have an elevator. So I I couldn't get into my apartment. So we decided to move and we got a new place on the other side of the country, which for the Netherlands is tiny. It's only 200 kilometers. Um, but yeah, so we're setting back up. I'm finally getting back into animation. I'm finally getting my life back together. I'm getting a direction for my art, which I was kind of done with for a while, even far before the accident. And I'm happy to say that I'm doing pretty good at this point. So Luz and Aurora are doing fine. My wife and my child. We're pulling through. It really put a lot of strain on us, of course, because we had to live in a single bedroom with the three of us. So there was very little privacy for a good long while. We're pretty socially worn out, as you can imagine. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And like my mother-in-law is absolutely amazing. And yeah, we could not have gone through this whole ordeal without her. So the guy who caused it admitted he didn't see me, that it was his fault. So that's all taken care of. Insurance is fine. Like it's done properly. There's nothing going on there. But yeah, we had a very a big couple of months. And that's why I hadn't streamed or joined anything. I was literally stuck somewhere else in a wheelchair for the entirety of winter. Just glad you're all okay. These accidents can challenge other areas, as you have found. Yeah. So I was turning a left around a different bicycle, and the motor scooter was catching up on that bicycle and hit me full force in my hip. So really, the only thing that had damage was my hip and where I landed on my back after the crash. Like it was not that bad. Like my bicycle is done for, like, obviously, but I'm fine again. But I will never be able to do heavy work again, for example. And for those people who know me for a longer while, I was a mover for the longest time, and I was a paver before that. So I'm used to working construction and doing the heavy lifting for everything and everyone, and I will never be able to do that again. And yeah, it's it's been quite something, uh, and I'm not gonna deny that it took a toll on our family, but we're getting there. There are kids screaming outside, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear them, but yeah, it's it's a safe area, so it should be okay. Actually, I can. There we go. The window is right above me, and it was open. I know how you feel. I'm looking at the possibility of having to get a new knee. Oof. It's honestly, um, it's a while to get back up there. Uh, it's really not that easy, especially since, well, you're a lot older than I am. But considering that, yeah, the people around me, like I'm 32. Well, I'm not even 32. I'm turning 32 in 3 months. Um, People around me were between 60 and 80 while I was recovering in the hospital, because that's the normal time that you go to get a prosthetic hip and through the orthopedics and stuff like that. But most of them were very positive, and it took a long while for me to get this prosthetic hip after the accident. Because I didn't break my upper leg bone, which normal people do. Instead, I broke my hip bowl. So the thing that your upper leg is stuck into. Because I'm young, essentially. I have strong bones, I'm young. So it took a long while. I managed to start walking again, even without a prosthetic hip. And I could just feel it was wrong. And the moment I got my hip, it felt all right again. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't perfect. And I still had a very heavy operation. It was serious surgery. So, yeah. Like, I had to get back up there, but it didn't feel wrong anymore. Whereas after the accident and just healing, it did. Let's see. I played football up to 50. Now I can't walk down the street. Look, listen. Apparently, I have very bad arthrosis in both my hips that we only found out because I what you call it. No, words. Because I had to go through the X-rays for the accident, and they were like, "Oh, you're pretty worn out as well already," and I'm like, "Eh." But yeah, if you at some point, like, your body is just gonna wear down, um, and there's very little you can really do except for um, taking it easy and hope for the best. But yeah, it's been rough, and yeah, we're getting there. Um, it took a toll on me mentally as well, obviously. Yeah, life is what happens to you while your hands are busy. Like, life is what happens to you while your hands are making a plan. So yeah, we're getting by. Um, and we definitely upgraded houses. I'll give you that one. So instead of just our apartment with 2 bedrooms and just our living room, we now have a living room. Well, we got our ground floor that is literally the same size as our apartment. Back in Cromany where I lived, and then we got 3 bedrooms that are like, all of them are really really well sized. The smallest one is the same size as the small bedroom in Cromany. So again, doing pretty good. And yeah, then we have a gigantic attic that Luce and I turned into a workspace for both of us. So I got my setup on this side. She has her complete setup on that side. It's been an improvement, and we're very happy with where we're living now. And it's starting to feel like homes, slowly but surely. So we're getting there. As for art, this year I want to focus on Sage's Sunset, which is the graphic novel that I started my comic career with. And um, yeah, it's been slowly but surely getting there. Um, And maybe you've seen a little bit of it over on Facebook, where I shared a bit of it. I only have 5 out of 48 pages done so far, but it's a start. Oh, we're getting there. So. And it just feels nice to be animating again. I've slowly been able to get into it again over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I really have just, I had to get myself, back into making art. Hi, Kina. Thank you very much. So the scene I'm working on, I can show you real quick. So this is what we're working on today. So I'm working on this background. Wrong click. There we go. So that is what we're getting done. The entire pilot so far is over on my own YouTube channel, Mike Jimmy Lorsjedebrein. And I think here on the Indie Comics Network, it's uploaded as well. But yeah, welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. Hope you're doing good. I should schedule uploading the latest comics in the Life On Cora series over on Tapas, because they did pretty well there. And it's a very well received series. Um, but yeah, I've been done with it for a while. Um, I needed to get somewhere else. Needed to start something else. But starting to animate, getting my feeling back for the series, and for the pilot. Like, I genuinely love what I did so far. But the last book that I published could have been much better. And I admit that I didn't do as much with it as I maybe should have. And that is a shame. So I decided to take a break, indefinite break, until I could continue with the quality that people know me for, um, and I know myself for. Because I love this series. I love where it got me in life. Hell, it got me my wife. So yeah. And with 7 books, we did pretty good as a series. I'm very happy with what I've started and what we as a team created. Um, and I definitely could not have done it without any of the people involved. I'm going to keep this one going for a good long while as well. There we go. Just please see you back working. You take it easy, look after yourself. I try. Generally, I really try. It's it's been rough, but we're getting there. I'm doing my best, and um, it's it's starting to start rolling again, and it's getting there. Um, let's see. Also, hey everyone watching, thank you for coming in. Feel free to hang out in the chat. If you got any questions about what I'm doing, by all means, ask them, because otherwise I'm just going to be here all on my own. No, I'm not. I'm never truly alone, and that's perfectly fine with me. I got wonderful people around me. Hey, that's a blast from the past. How are we doing, Max?
What's up?
Let's see. A little soft for me, but that's probably on my end.
That could be me. My microphone was pushed away from my mouth.
There we go. How have you been, man?
I'm good. Got in an internet argument over if Jack Kirby could still be able to make it today. And I'm like, no, he couldn't. His stuff is too simple. Everything's gotten too complicated. And everyone just jumped all over me. And I'm like, come on.
I mean, yeah, okay, I kind of get it. That's a yes and no, but yeah, no, it's I miss being able to just hang out for a bit. So, well, getting a wife and kids, I don't really have a life. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, I had 2 wives and 3 kids, so I'm done.
I got one wife, 1 kid, and I'm very happy with those, and I'm gonna keep to those.
There you go. What are you animating?
So this is the pilot for Life On Cora, which well, I've been working on for the last 3 years, but this is the scene that we're animating right now.
This is the one that's like in a different planet with all the different beings and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just doing background work. So getting the background done for this whole scene. Slowly slaving away at it, because today is my only day off from my daughter.
I hear you.
And yeah, it feels good to be able to get back into it. It's been way too long.
Yeah, we had some issues with some artists, and then we had some fraud that happened to us, and it was a big pain in the ass. We're getting back there, though. I mean, it just takes some time to recombobulate the business.
Oh, for sure. For me, well, in 2023, my daughter was born. So we had to move. Well, we had to rework our entire apartment. Um, and then 2024 was just me understanding life again with
Yeah.
a baby. And in November, I was severely injured in an accident.
That sucks.
Yeah, so I got a prosthetic hip now. I have been cyborged.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now you're like the $6 million man. Can like jump like 50 feet in the air and shit.
Look, I can try, but I'm not going to get 50 feet, and I'm probably going to hate myself for trying. It's only been 3 months.
the jumping's not the problem, it's the landing.
No, the jumping is still a problem, too. It goes both ways still. But yeah, like it's been a wild ride since November, and finally I'm getting back into
Yeah,
getting work done.
I remember when I had my first kid, man, that changed my life completely.
Hmm.
You know, just priorities.
Oh yeah, like
You know?
nothing can prepare you. But it's
And then recently my most recent ex-wife stole 10 grand from me.
oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah. And the best part is like she did it from my house through my PayPal account. So there's nothing the
Oh,
feds can do about it because it's the same IP address and they've got reasonable doubt that I didn't do it.
ah,
And I'm like, oh, this is great. Way to go.
thank you, glorious.
So broke as of now, but I'll get back. It's
To be
just money.
fair, it the only way to get back into it is just keep on going.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, the worst thing is I talked to a DA, a federal DA, and a federal judge, and they're like, well, okay, because the two things were stolen from the same IP address. The only thing you could hammer her on is uh, felony 3 identity theft because she started like whatever, some store named Torrid.
mhm.
She started a card in my name. So I
Ah,
can get her for identity theft for that, but she's got no record, 2 master's degrees, a PhD, and a 10-year-old to take care of. So they'll plead it down to a couple years of probation and some community service. So I'm like, I want that bitch to go to jail. You
yeah.
know?
Sadly, that's not how it works. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it is over there, but in the state where it all happened in Missouri, they are very pro woman in court.
Mm,
You know?
yeah. We here in the Netherlands we are a little more um equal when it comes to gender,
Yeah.
but yeah, like it, yeah, that not that bad, not that different, but yeah, but let's
This,
keep it a little positive.
yeah, this looks pretty cool, man. I like the colors on the stuff. I mean, all the Cora stuff always looks good.
Yeah, the last issue kind of came out with a bit of a fuzz, like fizz, like there wasn't very much of a bang, but that's because yeah, I was in the middle of prepping for my child to arrive.
Yeah, having a kid. That's kind of that shit's a little important, you know?
Mm,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit, but like I'm still proud of that one. But it made me think about the future of my own comic series, of my own art, stuff like that. So I started on something else um, while I was healing up from my surgery and from the broken bones. Um, But yeah, that's all gonna come when it comes. For now, I'm just gonna get back into animation. I'm gonna leave Life On Cora, like the series,
Yeah,
for what it is for now, and
just focus on
um,
animating.
yeah, focus on animating. Focus on getting my life back together.
Yeah,
Um, because yeah, this last half year really took a toll on my whole family and I, and we need a break.
yeah, I totally hear that. I mean, I'm just by myself now. I moved to Chicago. I just live in my own house. I live my own life, and my actual kids. They're like 23 and 24. One of them's in the Marine Corps, and one of them's got their degree. So they did okay.
Sweet.
you
That's
know.
really good to hear. I mean, um, I hope your contact with them, even if it's brief, because that is exactly the age where you don't have that much talk with your kids.
Yeah, I don't talk to my children at all.
Uh, yeah.
Like maybe on my birthday, Father's Day, they might send me a text message. I might have lunch with them like once a year, but I mean, the one in the Marine Corps, he's all over the world. He does intelligence. He's a
Yeah. Okay. He's
linguist,
got to be
so
mouth shut.
he's all over the place. And my other kid, he's like a store manager at a Walmart or something, and he's always getting moved around to different
Yeah.
stores. So I don't get to see him that much. But here, show my screen. I'll show you my new cover from Fabio Sumayo. It's
Check
not
it out.
it's not done yet, but here, let me
Aha, Infinity.
hasn't
Ooh,
it hasn't been colored, but we're gonna get it colored by Gwendolyn from Zenoscope.
sweet.
Yeah,
Good stuff, man.
Dark America 2, man. It's gonna come out nice, I think.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's what happened here. There we go. I gotta get back to understanding StreamYard. It's been so long, and I don't really do social shows that much. I never did.
I haven't been on a podcast in like a year.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like COVID went by, and here we are. I think we're all just happy to be able to go out again. We don't need the social life online as much.
Yeah, I mean, COVID was pretty good for like Kickstarters and stuff
Oh,
because
totally.
everyone was locked down. They couldn't go do anything. They wanted entertainment. They were getting free money from the government, and they were just buying comic books.
Exactly.
And now it's over, and no one gives a damn. I mean,
Well,
Kickstarter revenues for comic books are down 40%.
I'm not surprised, but like the thing is, like, the ones that kept going aren't doing necessarily worse.
Well, no, I mean, but you always have that third issue curse, because like
Mm-hmm.
you got issue one, everyone buys it because it's issue one. You get issue two because they're still kind of interested, and only people that buy third issue are the ones that are really hardcore and really into your stuff. So you drop sales until the third issue, and then that kind of tells you what you're gonna make, you know.
Well, yeah and no, because like, as someone with 7 issues, I've seen an upward line, except for the last one, because I literally could not advertise as much as I would have liked. I just couldn't do as much because I had a family to take care of.
Yeah.
But like, I've always seen an upward line when it comes to Cora, and that was 7 issues. So yeah,
Well, that's good. I mean,
yeah, I can't complain.
we've put out 15 books in what 3-4 years now, and it bounces around. I mean, like our first Mary machine gun made like $12,000, and our fourth Mary machine gun made like 16. So
That's still good numbers.
that's not bad, but the last few ones did not perform well. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's a shame. I hope it picks up again, man.
I mean, we funded. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it didn't fund like we wanted it to.
Yeah, no, I figured. Like there's just less shows to get on. There's less people to reach
Oh
because
yeah.
everybody stopped working from home, so they don't need podcasts as much.
Yep. And there's I mean, think about how many podcasts there was during COVID. Everyone was doing one, you know, so it was easy to get out there and really push your stuff.
Oh
Now
yeah,
there's like what, 2 or 3 networks and some people you can talk to, and most of them are dicks, you know, because
yeah.
they go off of the drama marketing, and that's just not what I do.
No, that's definitely one that where I'm like, yeah, guys, not my monkey, not my zoo.
But man, when I lived in Germany for 3 years when I was in the army, we used to take the Euro train to Amsterdam every time we had a 4-day weekend,
Oh yeah, no, that's
because it was like 12 euros for like wherever the hell you wanted to go in Europe on the train for the whole
yeah.
weekend.
You still can
you
find
know?
those. They're not as popular, but you can still find those. Yeah.
So I mean, we'd go to Amsterdam and just not even worry about hotels or hostels and just party for 3 days, and
You
then
can do that there,
sleep
yeah.
on the tray home. You
Yeah. Oh yeah.
know?
No, I used to live half an hour from Amsterdam by train. Now I live on the other side of the country. Hey, Donna, do you want to hang out too?
I mean, one of the cool things was like, I mean, a lot of people go there to smoke the pot, of course, you know, especially back then.
Yeah.
The cafes and stuff, which was fun. But my favorite thing was going down to the art college, because all the artist kids would sit there and paint in the park
Oh
right
yeah.
there at the college, you know, and you could buy their original artwork right from them for like dirt cheap, you know, and some
Yeah,
of it was badass.
They live in student apartments. Of course, they're not going to have a lot of space.
hmm And that was always my favorite thing to do there,
Yeah,
and the museums, obviously.
Oh yeah, the museums are absolutely fantastic. So let's see.
But man, I kind of got what do they call it? I don't remember what it's called, but it's like in Kansas City where I was from, there was the Nelson Atkins Museum, and that is a world-class museum. I mean, they have so much stuff there. They've got just everybody you can think of. They've got art from them in that building.
Oh yeah.
And then I go for like, we went to the Seattle Art Museum. I'm like, this sucks compared to the one in Kansas City. You know, I'm like, all these things suck.
Yeah, no,
I
if
mean,
you got like national museums compared to local ones, they can't be compared.
I mean, the one cool thing the Sam did have is they had like this huge Andy Warhol, which was pretty neat. And they had a really good collection of miniature Greek statues. That was really cool. But other than that, the Sam was kind of dumb.
Well, honestly, I haven't been to museums too much lately. It's a shame. I really love going to them.
But there's supposed to be some nice ones in Chicago. I haven't been there yet, but because that's where I moved to. So we'll check it out eventually.
True. No worries. You're going to be living there. Like, I kind of just started living in the boonies. So, I am so used to city life. I had to get used to not being able to go on a bus on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But we got a train station. It's all good, and I got my driver's license, and I can finally drive again.
That's good.
Yeah, just gotta get a car again. That's
Yeah, that's not cheap.
I should get my vacation money in this weekend. Yeah, this week somewhere, and then I'm gonna start looking for one.
I had a BMW when I lived in Germany. It only cost me like $3,000, which it was a nice car.
Oh yeah.
I just couldn't transfer it to the U.S. because the exhaust didn't meet U.S. exhaust standards. So, like, in order to change the exhaust, it was going to cost me $2,000.
Yeah, not worth the car.
I'll just buy a new car.
Yeah. No, I'm looking for a Citroen Berlingo. So like bigger car, but still a family car.
Yeah.
At least a family edition. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Because I still do comms. I don't do nearly as many as I used to in 2022. But I still do comms. Like I want to be able to just go out and go camping and just chuck everything in the car and put my daughter in there as well and be like, hey, we're off.
Gotta have room for stuff in the family, man.
Oh yeah. And people are like, yeah, get yourself a station. And I'm like, a station is too small for me. I got boxes of books. What do you mean, the station? That's not gonna cut it.
I remember when I was in Germany seeing like smart cars with trailer hitches attached to them, and they'd be driving these tiny little trailers behind them and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like, you could do that here? That would be so illegal in the U.S.
One of my favorite stories about smart cars is one of my old colleagues from a moving company had bought himself a camper. Decided that he needed something to drive to be able to get groceries and stuff. So he didn't just want his bike.
Yeah.
So he got a hitch installed on the camper.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a tiny trailer, and he got a smart car to put on said trailer to take camping.
Hey, that
The
works
best.
though. I mean, when
yeah.
you're going camping and you got like a camper or a caravan or something, you really need some sort of tiny car to like be able to get yourself around when you're somewhere.
That's the thing. Like I'm in Europe. Like you throw a stone, you're gonna hit somebody's backyard. Doesn't matter where you go. So like on that regard, it's a bit overkill, especially in the Netherlands. Like you're never away from people in the Netherlands. Like so, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way in Germany. It just seems like it's like every 2 miles there's like a village with like 16 buildings, and then you move along, and 2 miles later there's another village with 16 buildings, and it's all farmland and trees and.
No, exactly. Like, and the Netherlands is even worse than that because we are a speck compared to Germany.
Yeah, Netherlands is little, man.
Yeah, tiny, absolutely tiny. Look, we are so small on the world map that they have to enlarge us. If you're looking at a world map, the Netherlands is enlarged together with Belgium and Luxembourg because you literally cannot see us on a map otherwise. It feels so good to just be hanging out for a bit again.
So what are you using to animate with? Is this like
This is Clip Studio.
Yeah, say Clip Studio Pro or whatever. Or...
Yeah, this is Clip Studio Paint EX. So I got the EX version because I love the comic functions that they have, and I had it for comic functions already. But when I started animating, hey, I mean, it has animation tools as well, and it works.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's a great program, man. I know
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of artists that use it.
It's pretty much a industry standard at this point.
Yeah. Especially when they could beat the iPad, because the iPad couldn't do 300 DPI. You know,
Yeah, no,
now it can, but it didn't, and that was kind of like, requirement for printing.
Yeah, no, it's a good program. And yeah, like I've been using it for about 8 years now, I think.
Oh, you used it back when it was Manga Studio then, huh?
Well, was it? No, it shouldn't be.
I thought it was Manga Studio 5 years ago, and they changed it, but I may be wrong. My timeline may be off.
No, okay, so I started comics in 2017, and I was already using it back then. No, it wasn't. It's been Clip Studio for longer than like 8 years.
Okay, well, I might be right, or you might be right. I don't know. I just remember it was called Manga Studio for the longest time.
It was, yeah. Like, and it didn't even have color functions for the longest time as well. That was interesting.
It's manga. You don't need color.
What do you mean we print in color? we got Paint Tool Psi for that. You do the cover in Paint Tool Psi. Everything else goes in Manga Studio.
Yeah. So is this for like an intro, like an animation, or like you really doing like an actual like show?
This is a full-on pilot.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So at the start of the show, I actually added it.
I like the intro and stuff. The text
Are you
could be
absolutely
colored,
sure
changed
about this,
a little
Toyvin?
different, though.
Absolutely
no,
certain, Oxen. If
It
there
needs
was
more
any other
info.
way, I'd consider it.
Let's do it then.
The stones are stable. Follow my lead.
So, what do you know about the Aquanids?
I'll tell you later. This is where we take a leap of faith.
What do you mean?
Hop on and find out.
Now what?
We are Tovin and Oxton of the Eleni. Our friend Benville went out to explore somewhere far away. We fear he has not survived the journey, but we hope to find him and see what happened. Will you assist us?
I don't think anyone heard you. Nothing is happening.
Patience! Give it a moment!
So yeah, I got about a minute of animation done so far.
That's not bad. We've actually got introduction or interest from Treehouse. They're the guys who do Metalocalypse and Metalocalypse and Rick and Morty and all that shit to do Mary Machine Gun at night. I don't know how far it's gonna go. I mean, this is just initial meetings, but it could go somewhere.
That would be really cool. Yeah. Trust me, having to do it on your own, not the worst, not the best idea in the world.
I can't draw.
Even worse. Yeah, no, it's
all right.
I wanted this to be a 2-year about 2 year project.
Yep.
We are 3 years later,
Mhm.
and I have done about 2 minutes of animation as a whole out of 9.5.
Wow. Yeah, that shit takes a while. I mean, I know some animators that those dudes work like 17 hours a day.
Yeah, no, like I wish I could sometimes because it's strangely addicting. It's very relaxing to just get work done, especially if like doing the inking and the non-planning stuff is incredibly relaxing. Like this is me having fun. Like
Yeah.
I do love doing backgrounds. I love getting putting life into the whole thing. So this is what I love to do. Like same for like commissions. Like I used to do background concepts. Like that's how I got into comics. So this is my safe place, you know. But yeah, like the hard part is the original sketches, like thinking up the lip syncing, getting the planning done. That is what takes time and effort.
Yeah,
But
I mean, going through and storyboarding it all and figuring everything out that you want to do and what you want to hit and the energy you want to put behind it, you
exactly.
know.
And yeah, before this I didn't have any experience with animation. So this is pretty new for me still.
Yeah, you get better.
Oh yeah,
I mean, just
absolutely.
as time goes by, you'll get better. Next thing you know, you'll be Studio Ghibli. Who knows?
Probably not. Mainly because I'm alone.
For now, you might get some people to jump on board with you.
No, I actually have Dan Hollyfield do the sound effects and the
Mm,
music for it because he did the sound for the intro as well.
cool. Yeah. On the
So
intro, the only thing I would say was like that text
yeah,
box. You can't read the black on that green very well.
no, I know, but it's like where am I gonna put my priorities, right?
You could just stroke around the colors on the letters, and you'd be
Oh
better.
yeah, for sure. Um, might actually be that I already did that at some point, but this is the wrong intro that I put into the entire video file.
Yeah.
I can see myself make that mistake.
Oh, dude, I make mistakes all the time.
Exactly. Like and yeah, like they're minor fixes. So like I have a list of like, hey, this frame doesn't have the eyes colored in, stuff like that, you know. And I'm like, once in a while, I'll just go out when I don't feel like working um, on a full scene. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna clean up little things.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's just a list that I'll bicker at once in a while.
Yeah,
And
I mean, the first Mary Machine Gun book I ever did, I printed the same page twice, so I had to redo the book as Mary Machine Gun Reloaded so I could fix it.
that's painful. That is painful.
I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks hard.
Should have paid more attention to the proof.
Yeah, I can relate. I actually have that problem in the Life On Cora hardcover, um, like the limited hardcovers.
Hmm.
Should have one behind me right here. Here we go.
Yep.
Let me get that one. So supposedly, and there we go. Let me see where it is. Yeah, here we go. Whoops.
Uh Got it.
And these were limited edition too, so we had only 50 of these.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah. But again, 180 pages. I done did a derp.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me switch back to there. But yeah, let's see. My wife is on her way home. So it's 3:30. I'm gonna export this real quick and show you what is done so far. And let me. Let me just make that color. And then I can make him blue so it's a little more visible. Let's go with dark blue. There we go. Export animation, movie, whole lot of movie files. You can't see them, but I save every version that I export as a test version.
Mhm.
So some scenes have like scene 3-2, test number 9, you know?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, I got
see.
version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4 until it goes up to like version 30 something. And I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
"Ah."
Let's see. Scene 10-4, test number 2. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to grab that and remove from studio and add a video file. So, still working. And there we go. So, wrong buttons. There we go. And eventually it should turn out like, let me grab a finished scene.
Amazing. I've never seen views like this.
Eventually it should be that.
Yeah. I mean, it'll get there. You know, I mean, you just got to give it time. It's all work.
Yeah. Exactly. Just get on it, take your time, and it'll get there. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off.
All right, man. I was just dropping by to say hi.
Yeah, no, very good to see you, man. It's been way too long.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, I will chat with you later.
Take care, dude.
Peace.
And for everyone else, I have been your host, Mike Jimmy DeBrand, creator of Life On Cora, CEO of Fairly Events, and I hope you had fun watching. Hangman Animation is back every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central European time, and yeah, we're slowly getting back into it, and it feels good. So take care, everybody, and see you next week, 2 p.m. Central European. Sorry. Bye bye.